The Lives of the Saints by Father Alban Butler, March 25th. Blessed Tommaso of Costacciaro. Blessed Thomas was born in the small village of Costacciaro, popularly known as Costacciaro, about 11 kilometers from Gubbio in Umbria. While still a child, his heart was inclined to pious practices, and his father took him to the countryside to visit shrines and places of pilgrimage. It was in this way that he met the Camaldolese Hermits of San Romualdo in their retreat in Sitria, and he was so attracted to this way of life that he obtained his father's consent to enter that order. He spent several years among them, but longed for greater penance and solitary life. With the abbot's consent, he took possession of an old cave on Monte Cupo, or Cuco, which was supposed to have been inhabited at one time by Saint Jerome. 4 years he lived in that solitude, and his way of life, as his biographer says, was known only to God. It is certain that he lived on roots and wild fruits, since the faithful, not knowing of his existence, could not provide him with food, as they did with the other hermits. Finally, he was accidentally discovered by travelers who had strayed on their way. His penances and fasts had left him reduced to skin and bones, and pious people brought him food and drink. But he did not alter his way of life, and gave away everything to the poor who had begun to gather around him. Several young men wanted to join him and subject themselves to his discipline, but he did not bind them with any promises, and allowed them to discourse freely. They treasured his sayings and his miracles, and one of them subsequently wrote his life. It is said that Thomas died in the year 1337, exhausted by austerities and privations.